What's going on, everybody? Sonar here, and I'm in the garage working on Bluebird here. I've got my 250 horsepower SHO Yamaha that I'm going to start doing some maintenance on. You know, tournament season's just getting kicked off, and I got the Bassmaster Open on Lake Kissimmee in a few weeks here. And so I do a lot of the maintenance myself. And today I'm going to be working on my lower unit fluid. I'm going to replace that. It's a really easy process. It's something that I do either every 100 hours or I like to do it every single time I have a larger week-long tournament. I change out the lower unit fluid, make sure that the lower unit fluid is always fresh and performing perfectly. So let's get started. The items that you're going to need are, number one, some shop towels, a size 4 Allen wrench, a big flathead screwdriver, a pump for the gear case fluid, 2 brand new seals, and then of course the appropriate gear case fluid. First, we're going to go ahead and trim up the engine just slightly to make sure that the drain hole is at the lowest part. I like to use my Atlas jack plate to jack everything up, make sure that the engine's real high. That makes it a whole lot easier. Alright, to access the bottom drain screw, it's actually on this engine, is underneath the plastic cover for the water intake on the front of the lower unit. And we're going to use the size 4 Allen wrench to access that drain screw. Once the plate is removed, you'll find the drain screw. And up above, you'll see the fluid level screw. Now we're going to go ahead and take the big screwdriver and carefully remove the drain screw on the bottom. Once removed, you can inspect the drain screw. It has a magnetic tip on it and it attracts all the metal shavings in there. If you have larger chunks, you may have a bigger problem. You need to take it to a dealership. Alright, to get things really flowing and get that old gear lube out of the lower unit, go ahead and take off the vent screw on the top. Now that the oil is draining, go ahead and take the screws and remove the old gaskets. And we're going to go ahead and replace those with new gaskets. Now we just wait for all the fluid to drain out of the lower unit. Once everything's out of the gear case, go ahead and get your pump ready and your new gear case fluid, and let's get started. Now we're ready to inject the new gear case fluid, and so we're going to trim the engine down so the lower unit is parallel with the ground, and then we're going to go ahead and insert, thread on the tube to the new gear lube. Now we start pumping. You'll know when the lower unit is completely full with the new gear case fluid as soon as it starts coming out the vent on the top. Once the gear case fluid starts coming out through the top, go ahead and replace the vent screw with the new gasket and go ahead and tighten that completely. Now we do a little bit of cleanup. Now we remove the pump. Be sure that you've got the drain screw ready with the new gasket, so once you remove the pump, you can instantly put that drain screw back in without losing too much fluid. Now you're going to tighten that down nice and tight. Finally, the last step is going ahead and replacing the plastic side plate for the intake, and so we're just going to take that Allen wrench and tighten that back down. And since it's plastic, you don't need to tighten it very much. Alright, that's it. That's the simple procedure for changing out my gear case fluid on my lower unit here on my Yamaha. And you know, it's just very easy procedure. Just follow the steps and pay attention to what you're doing and you'll be just fine. And also use the correct Yamaha products to change out the gear case fluid as well as the seals, and you're going to be perfectly fine. The great thing about working on your own engine by yourself is you stay in tune with what's going on with this engine. You can catch a problem before it becomes an actual problem, and it just makes you feel good, gives you a peace of mind and confidence. And so do it yourself, save some money, save some time, and keep it running.